Captain's log. It was obvious at this point that we had gone the wrong way down the path that we discovered. So of course I made the fantastic tactical decision to try the other way. Now on the correct path, we encountered a small creature who appears to have gone insane or something. At the top of the island, we found a puzzle. I of course could have figured it out in mere moments myself, however I thought it would be a good team building exercise if I played along and allowed the crew to solve it. And solve it they did. Even the little crab helped, earning his pay at last. But what will we find deeper? Let us find out on this episode of Ocean Madness, a Let's Try Roleplay Community Theatre production. So your ragtag group, the five of you plus Nebo, go straight into this archway. And lead you into a corridor and very quickly lead you to stairs that lead downwards deeper into the heart of the island. You carry on for a while and it's the oppressive quietness seems to lift a bit. Everywhere else you've been, it's been not so much like heavy fog, but mist has kind of covered everything else, especially when you've been in clearings. They've always been a little bit misty. Mm-hmm. But this disappears as you go down. You go down deeper. It gets quite cold, almost. And very soon you start getting drips of water that if any of you test it, you can tell it's salt water. And you think, we actually might be below sea level here.
Oh, cool.
I ask Nebo, have you ever been here, or do you not know about this?
Nebo?
Okay.
Are the rest of your kind dead?
Nebo.
Oh.
Are you the last of them?
Nebo.
Where are the others?
Nebo.
Nebo.
Maybe
So
not.
some of them have...
When you are on that crucifix, did you ever see this door being opened?
Nebo.
Okay. But I have a strange feeling we may be going to an underwater cave where perhaps the Kraken may lie.
Yes, that's what I'm worried about.
Kraken cave, we could call it.
I look at my character sheet again.
Oh shit.
I'd say we continue.
You carry on downwards, and you eventually come out into a cave. It's completely pitch black, but as you enter in, you notice that it's not actually. So until now, you've maybe been carrying torches. Probably Bill would get a torch out, and as you enter into this cave, it seems as though everything's completely pitch black. But as you look further out than the torchlight reaches, you realise it's not, and there appears to be some sort of faint glow coming from some of the rocks. And
Mushrooms.
if you cover the torch or put the torch out, or perhaps put an area in shade from the torch, you see that on every surface of the rock there are faint pinpricks of light, almost like stars going on everything.
Oh, wow.
Can you all give me a perception check?
Lovely.
It's not great. 10.
We need a long rest to get rid of this fucking disadvantage at some point.
Yeah.
Fuck, I can't now.
Did you get that 20?
Nope, 13. I got a 19, which would have been really good, but I got 13.
I got that 20 and then I also got a 7.
Mm-hmm. What'd you get? Tusker?
10.
Cool. I will give the captain and... Ooh. The captain is busy being like, I wonder where we have to go from here. Why are the rocks glowy like the stars above?
First the man, then outside.
He licks the wall. Salty.
He licks the walls like, does not taste like stars. Tastes like the sea.
This was not in the community theatre production.
I am unsure of why this is happening. But then the Bill kind of messages to in her brain to Aura. There's something in here with us. More than one something. Check. Something keeps covering some of the stars. And as you say that, you notice some of the stars or the pinpricks of light disappear for a moment, and then reappear.
And I look at it and go, look, the stars are twinkling so pretty.
And can you all roll me initiative again?
For fuck's sake.
Are we?
Yeah, disadvantage.
What the fuck? Oh, not bad. Oh, sorry, I forgot my initiative was -2.
11. I looked at mine and just went, that's a massive 1, because it's a 7.
Oh no, it's advantage I've got. So 16.
Got 12.
So, first in the order is Captain Flowers,
Oof.
who's going to look around and try and see what is coming for them. So he's
Not a
going to
bad
make a
idea,
perception
to
check. He does pretty fucking bad. That overall will be an 8. So he does not quite see where it's coming from, but he will turn to the rest of you and be like, I do not know where they are coming from. Give me one moment. I'm going to make a light in the room. Clicks his fingers, and a small ball of glowing light appears above him, illuminating most of the room.
Decent dude.
That illuminates the room to show pretty much a big cave. There is an exit at the far end.
Good.
But in the cave with you are 2 amorphous black sludges.
Oh, piss off.
Which are very quickly moving towards Aura and Jack. It is then their turns. So, Aura.
It is pronounced Jacques.
Aura.
Hello.
Does a 23 hit you?
Oh, yes.
You take 7 points of damage.
Okay.
Of the bludgeoning variety. And
Oh, that's good.
13 acid damage.
Shit.
Yeah.
I'd like to
Shit.
everyone that's listening to know that I've continued the tradition of stealing Robin's pen.
Yes. Jack
Can I keep
does
it here? So you
a
have to ask for it rather than just lifting it.
17 hit you.
Pardon?
Jack does a 17 hit you.
No,
7 ton.
for I have mad skills.
Does it hit you?
Yes.
I'm trying to say 17 doesn't hit you. That's
Yeah,
mental.
no, I have an AC of 16.
You take 5 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh, shit. So what
And-
are they hitting us with?
It's like little projections of black slime. Essentially just
Is that not a
slapping
ranged
you.
weapon?
Nope. They've moved up towards you.
Yeah. So
And
actually,
you take 11 points of acid damage.
So I take 5 to start with. Mm-hmm. No.
You're not wearing armor, are you, Aura?
no.
Cool.
Because I lose my
Jack,
shit.
you are wearing armor, aren't you?
Yes.
Cool. You take a -1 penalty to AC as your armor is destroyed by the corrosive acid
So
left
my
behind.
armor is damaged like
Yes.
How long does that bark skin spell last for? I assume that's
I think it's an hour.
Yeah.
It might be hours. I'll quickly check.
Shit. Is that permanent?
Bark skin. It's your armor is permanently damaged. Yeah. Bark skin lasts for 1 hour, so your AC is currently 12.
Yes, yeah.
You shouldn't even have had it for the last combat.
Ah, shit! Before we came into the cave, I may have touched my quiver with the fire.
Okay. Highs or lows?
Higher?
Let's see if I'll allow it. I will allow it.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, cool. I did say it last time,
You did say that you would.
but then in real life I did forget. Shit, right, I'll mark that
cool.
down. So I have flame arrows activated. Cool.
Yes, no worries. That is their turn, bringing it to Tusker. It is your turn.
I'm gonna try and. I've only got. Oh no, I took a rest. How many rages have I got left? 3, so I'm okay, but I'm gonna keep my thing of not raging unless they actually provoke me.
That's a good character fucking thing to do.
Great character development.
to think. Do we just try and charge for the other door?
To do that, you'd have to run past them.
We could do, but I don't like my chances.
Can I go up and attack each of them in turn?
Cool.
And I'm going to attack recklessly.
Cool.
Yeah, attack recklessly.
So the first one will be on the one on the left that is attacking Aura.
Hello.
How many are there?
2.
2 in total.
2 in total.
And what do they look like?
Amorphous black sludges.
Amorphous blast.
Some may say they look something like a black pudding.
Oh, I've seen that. It's
Black
vile.
pudding. You wouldn't like black pudding, you're vegetarian.
A
pudding with
14
googly eyes.
does hit, yes.
Good.
100%.
13 damage.
13 damage. Very nice.
And for my second attack,
Do you know, for a man who has a really fucking low initiative, you go first a lot.
Because you all are pretty low.
yeah, so that hits. That's 24.
Nice.
And this is on the other one, yeah? Cool.
Yeah, 5 damage.
Cool. This brings it to Bill's turn.
Bill.
Bill. Oh.
During my turn, during this, can I not come out of combat with them, but sort of like rotate round to the other side of them?
Yeah, sure. Bill is going to pull out his crossbow and shoot at the one attacking Aura.
Aw. Sweet guy. What a sweet boy.
He gets a natural 20.
What a great boy. I'll cover his well.
If only you could do things.
Triple damage and 1d2 con drain, -4 on perception checks, and ranged attacks until healed. An eye patch for you, which doesn't work for a slime. But I'm going to do the triple damage and the 1d2 con drain.
Mental.
Fucking hell.
Oh, what a lovely wee boy. Your parents must be so proud.
You're fucking changing your tune on Bill.
No, it's just
Flip, flop,
it's like a real life kind of granny. It's kind of changed depending on how they're feeling at the time.
Shit. That kills the one fighting Aura.
Shit, son.
Because it reduces his hit points because of the con drain.
Oh wow.
To less than... So it reduces his hit point maximum to less than the current damage he's taken. So he
Wow,
dies.
wee.
He takes a shot, and then in your head you hear... Aura, in your head you hear... I think like maybe some slight repayment there. You know, we're not quite equal, but I'm trying to make it up to you at least.
Oh, you're such a lovely young man.
I do
Your
try.
parents must be so proud of
Future
you
buddy cop.
becoming a pirate and leaving them.
No,
probably
my
on
parents
My
their own.
parents were
proud.
also pirates, so probably.
Oh,
They died
that's-
of the ocean madness.
Oh, it's good to keep it in the family, isn't it?
It really is,
Raised
yes.
you so well.
Of course.
So
They raised you so
proud.
well. It's so nice you became a pirate.
That makes it Aura's turn.
Motherfuckers.
So the black pudding fighting you died.
Died. There's another black pudding who has received damage, has not?
Yes, some less,
little
but
bit.
some.
Less.
It was like 5. Yeah, 5.
Interesting. Interesting indeed. Aye. Go fucking spear it in the face.
Cool. 2 attacks.
Yes, please.
Just fucking all out.
What'd you get?
That sweet, sweet 10. Followed by a sweet, sweet 9.
Both of those hit.
Huh? What?
They both hit.
Don't question it, just fucking kill them.
Woo! Okie dokies. Okay, well that was pretty shit.
Way to waste an opportunity.
That was 7 damage.
Okay.
And then I'll do an unarmed strike as me bonus action. Because I don't really want to spend key points on these little shits. I feel like we've got enough of us now. We can 9.
Will
Which
hit.
hit before. Okay, interesting. Interesting indeed.
It's on the floor, it doesn't count.
I wonder if the mic picked that up. I'm using metal dice, so they're quite heavy. Fuck off! 3.
Cool. Awesome. Yeah, you go over, stab it twice with your spear, and then give it a hit with the butt of the spear. And it seems to be doing pretty bad.
Okay.
It's not doing great. He's not doing terribly. He's if an ooze could go, it would.
Oh.
It lets out a flatulent noise.
Which brings it to Jacques Monnier.
Monnier?
Monnier.
Hello.
That head tilt is
Monnier.
amazing.
Monnier? I have already one of my 5 arrows in my bow,
Yeah.
and I'm hoping that
In your book.
in my bow. I hope that the 5 damage may do the same as perhaps to the other. I'm gonna fire up my bow. What was a nat 1?
See what happens.
No.
You pull back and you grab, like, as you pull back your arrow, you pull something in your back and it really hurts. You take another point of exhaustion.
Oh, for fuck's sake. This is what I get for not doing my stretches.
So what is that second point of exhaustion?
His speed is halved.
Oh wow.
I wish, when I got that, rolled that 1, I really wish I used my inspiration to re-roll it, but I won't because I let it happen. And I will be fair.
Aye, inspiration.
I'll be
Forgot
fair
about
to it. Conditions, right? So that means
So inspiration you can re-roll.
my speed is halved.
Inspiration you actually have to say before, it gives you advantage.
Yeah, that's fine.
Just that's all it does and give you advantage.
You can use it for other things to, like, I'll let you use them like kind of like destiny points of like
Okay.
I would like there to be like a rock to hide behind if I've already said like there's no cover, you
Okay,
could spend an inspiration, be like,
Okay.
oh yeah, you managed to find a bit of cover, stuff like that. So,
Will 12 hit?
yes.
Okay, fucking thank God. Right, my second attack with my bow as well is 12. Is it on full health?
No.
It's fire damage. So that's 16 damage without the fire damage, and a 3 fire damage. So 19 in
19
total.
overall. Yep, your first arrow goes flying off into the nothingness and clatters against the wall. The second one goes deep into the black ooze, and for a moment you see it catch fire, but it does go out quite quickly.
Okay.
But you seem to have done a decent amount of damage to it there.
Okay, fantastic.
It seems to be less thick and more fluid now.
Okay.
Less solid almost. Which brings it back to Flowers' go. He is going to be like, good on you, Bill. You got the first one. Time to take this one out. And he is going to pull out a scimitar. He's going to run over to it, and he's going to cut deeply into it, or attempt to. He will get a nat 20.
Oh, your boy.
Oh la la!
Oh, shit.
He has a great amount of momentum. It gives him double damage, and it gives everybody else a +2 to attack.
Forever?
For the next round. So he will do about 10 points of damage to it, and everybody else gets... No, he'll do 13 points of damage to it, sorry. And everybody else gets a +2 to attack. However, he slashes deeply into it. And as this happens, he forms a big cut down the middle, and where this cut forms begins to... And 2 of them appear. But before, but 1. And he kind of turns to him and is like, I think I may have messed up a bit. I multiplied them.
So is that slashing damage that is potentially causing that? But then I did it with my...
It has to be like a specific amount. I also forgot. But you know.
Okay. So now, oh shit, now there are 2 of them.
Speaking of which, the 2 are now going to attack. One is going to attack Jacques, and the other is going to attack Flowers. So the one attacking Jacques,
Are they the same size as they were before?
they are both half the size of the one before.
half size, so they potentially are half the health. Mm-hmm. We fought fucking slimes like this in a very, very long distant time.
Jacques Monnier, would a 19 hit you?
I'd like to use my inspiration to give him disadvantage.
Unfortunately, you have to say it before I roll.
You never gave me the chance.
Fair enough. I'll allow it this one time. Would a 10 hit you?
No.
Cool.
Ooh.
The one against Captain Flowers will be very much a hit.
Oh shit.
And we'll do...
For Captain Flowers. It makes it only easier for us.
you can use the numbers right now.
And we'll do 32 points of damage to Captain Flowers.
Ouchies.
To wit to woo.
To wit to woo. Fucking hell. That is their turn, bringing it to Tusker's go.
So can I see with my great axe? Can I use it as a bat
I will let you do that. You'll have to half the damage, though.
to stop splitting them? Have I got anything else? Not really. I'll use my great axe as a bat.
Yes.
Home run!
Imagine you just like full on like baseballing it. It's like boing.
Ooh. Oh no! They've got really fucking shit stuff. So it was a 6. So it's an 11.
Yes, that'll hit.
That'll hit. Cool. So that'll be 7. That'll be 3 damage.
Cool.
First one, and then I'm gonna attack again. That'll definitely be a hit. That's a 20.
Is this the same one?
Oh yeah.
Cool.
Same one. Non-natural 20.
Yes.
And that'll be 2 damage.
It dies.
You fucking. Oh, but there's one left.
Yeah, there's one more left.
Okay, one left, but half a size one.
That brings it to Bill's turn. Bill is going to reload his crossbow, take aim at the remaining ooze, and fire. He is going to get another nat 20. God damn. Double damage, and the target is not prone. Double damage will kill it. Pretty much guaranteed.
Fuck me.
Unless I roll minimum damage, which...
Look at a Bill go.
I don't. It dies. Bill kills the other one, pulls his crossbow back, and blows on the end, which does nothing.
Unnecessary.
But as he does so, Captain Flowers turns to him and is like, good on ya, Bill.
Oh, he's definitely being promoted.
Yeah.
You know what? You deserve a promotion. You are now 3/4 master.
It's not a real thing, but when I got promoted to quartermaster, he became half master.
Oh,
half
yeah,
master.
it is a promotion. Yeah, it is a promotion.
Good on ya. Also, you lot, you did okay, but Bill killed too. He did a lot better than you.
I mean, fair, I can.
For one, if I could give him back his tongue, which I can, because I have the spell to do it, I would, but I'm not going to, because it's funny this way. Okay. Shall we go onwards?
I'm terrified.
As you should be. We do not know where the Kraken may be. The Kraken could be here, right now. Probably not.
I looked
it's
at
pretty
Bill.
big. Bill is probably not the Kraken.
Probably not.
He's a bit too small. Baby Kraken.
He doesn't have enough tentacles. He's got some tentacles, but not enough.
He definitely doesn't have the one in his mouth, anyway.
Robin got my fantastic joke. Baby Kraken. Do 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 do.
Do.
Baby cracking.
Fuck off.
Fuck off.
That's a man that got sick of the Baby Shark song.
Very quickly as well.
So, yes, you are left. The captain will turn to you and is like, lead the way, my loyal crew.
Why do you keep getting
Why
us to leave?
don't you go first?
Because I am the captain. I lead from the back.
I bet you.
It is the quartermaster's job to lead the troops.
I bet you.
So the half-master also lead the troops, but we don't have a half-master. You are promoted to half-master.
Hell yes.
He just.
Oh shit.
Now it is your turn and Bill's turn to lead the troops, but Bill is a ranged attacker.
I look at Bill
so he
and
go from the back.
I look at Bill and just go, nothing like a human shield. Very nervous.
Can I do an insight check on him again?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, I think it's a 15, I think. Yeah, 15.
Okay. He seems like he's just kind of trying to micromanage as much as possible.
Okay.
He's very much like... So the general gist of what you get is that he doesn't really know what a captain does. He doesn't really know what anybody does. But he's just assuming that the captain's job is to tell other people what to do.
Okay.
So he's just trying to do that as much as possible.
Right.
You can kind of guess from the fact that he was like, you are now half master, and you are 3/4 master. And the fact that your promotions make no sense whatsoever. That he doesn't understand how a ship actually works. He just likes the idea of it. And he probably heard of a quartermaster in a community play.
But doesn't know what it
But
does.
doesn't really know what it is.
He has a general grasp on what chef does.
Okay, no, that's fine. We'll continue on.
Awesome. So that is with Jacques Monnier leading. And then the two of you in the middle. Followed by... Bill, and then followed by Captain Flowers, who now has Nemo sitting on his shoulder.
Oh, fuck.
Like
Yeah,
a
he didn't do
Pokemon.
anything.
Oh yeah, what the fuck was he doing? I gave him a knife.
Nemo,
Fuck.
He doesn't have it anymore.
Nemo,
You lost my knife?
Nemo,
My genie dad gave me that knife.
Nemo,
He threw it.
You threw it away.
Nemo.
Fuck. Matt.
Was that the only one you had?
I don't even know I had one to begin with. I just sort of said it.
So yes, you continue onwards. You continue downwards, and the place gets wetter and wetter.
This is my sort of place.
The
Moist.
floor gets very slippery, and the stairs get steeper and steeper. Can you all make me a dexterity check, please? James looks like he wants to fucking die. because he might.
You slip and crack your fucking skull. Just gonna leave mine till last.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I saw that nat 20. Get the fuck out.
I mean, I do have to minus 2 to it,
Mm-hmm.
but
It's still a nat 20 and it's a check, so not a save, so it counts as a nat 20.
Dances like those stairs, like I'm majestic.
like a fairy elf.
Mm-hmm.
I got 12.
Awesome.
6.
So, as you're kind of going down, Jacques, you are in the front, and you're going, and you get onto a step that is particularly slippery. Your feet go out from under you, and you crack the back of your head on the stairs behind you. Slide down a few before you manage to grab hold of yourself.
And you get another point of exhaustion.
Ah, shit.
You joke, but yes, you get another point of
Hey,
exhaustion.
come on, I didn't roll a 1. What the fuck?
Oh, no, fair, yeah. I wasn't going to do that, then he suggested it, but no, I was originally going to do damage, so yeah, I'll
Okay.
do that. You take 5 points of damage, and for the next, whatever the first round of the next combat is, you are stunned, but as your head doesn't quite clear.
I don't know what that means. So I'm stunned.
So stunned is you're incapacitated, so you essentially can't react for the first round. The creature, you automatically fail strength and dexterity saving throws for the first round, and attack rolls against you for the first round of the next combat have advantage.
And I can't move and can only speak falteringly.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds the same.
Pretty good.
You seem to have taken a bit of a blow to the head. You're fine. I understand.
He's speaking French.
He's speaking ambiguous European.
Can I lift Jacques up with my trunk and just carrying him next to me? With
Cool,
my
you can
trunk?
do that. He's just kind of like,
Open and crack a beer.
just pour it into your mouth, but your mouth doesn't close, so half of it goes down your throat and half just pours down the front of you into Tusker's trunk, so then he gets to drink that up.
And I get advantage on everything.
No. Funnily enough, no.
Fair.
But you continue on down the stairs. It begins to level out a bit, and it eventually becomes once again a perfectly circular tunnel, which there is a slow trickle, there's a slow stream of water going down the middle of it. Kind of where there's been water coming down the stairs, it's become small trickles down the side of the steps, and then it joins with a lot more down towards the bottom of the stairs, and becomes a stream flowing ever slowly but trickling along this circular passageway. You continue down it. The entire time, the captain has a light floating just above his head, which illuminates all of it, and Bill is carrying a torch which illuminates stuff as well. So you can see this pretty well, and you come along to a grate at the end of this perfectly circular tunnel, and this grate appears to block off the end, but either side of it there are 2 chains which go from the stone either side of the grate into some sort of mechanism.
Oh.
Yeah, he's stuck like this for a while.
Ocean madness.
Does he have the ocean madness? And do not believe it, he has the ocean head injury.
He has an ocean
He
headache.
has the island head injury.
I mean, it sounds pretty similar to what you did before.
He's not too different, he just makes his accent a bit thicker.
A wink it, click, click.
I think he's coming onto you. He's back to normal.
Can I make an insight check on these chains?
Sure thing.
stunned.
It'll less be insight. Can you just give me a general intelligence check?
Oh, that's alright. 19.
Alright, cool. Yeah, you look at the chains, and the chains clearly have something to do with the mechanisms at the sides. Until you potentially pull on the chains, you won't quite know what it does, though.
Can I pull on the chains and then use that roll?
Yes, sure. So you pull on the chains, and the grate at the end clicks, 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 and then begins spinning extremely fast.
Does it move apart from that?
No, it stays exactly where it is. Where the chains go into either side appear to be some sort of hinge. on which it is completely spinning. So the bottom is coming away from you, and the top is coming down towards you.
Cool. And does my thingy check do anything for me now?
Yes, you reckon that essentially whatever it is some sort of mechanism. There may be some way past. You're not sure what.
Can I see a mechanism, like other cogs or anything that are visible?
Not that's visible to you. It kind of goes into a hole literally in the walls. And then the sides of the... there's kind of an obvious hinge point that is metal, the same metal as the grate, which appears to be maybe some sort of steel, because probably like maybe even magically enchanted steel, because it doesn't seem to have any rust on it at all. But you don't seem to be able to access any mechanism from where you are.
And I kind of just want to run at it.
I look at Nimbo.
I do have. I have power as if I am one size larger.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I just fucking run at it.
If anything, that makes it harder to get through.
I just want to break.
You want to just break it? Okay, cool. It's spinning very fast.
I will definitely take damage.
You will definitely.
I
take
look
damage.
at him in his trunk and I do go,
Throw him at it.
I will reserve this, but I do have my inspiration and the bardic inspiration that I could throw at it. But let's save it. Any other ideas?
So I'm confused because I was just kind of paying attention to James just said.
I'm not gonna lie,
So-
I've purposely not been listening to what's going on because I'm
At the
stunned.
end of the corridor, there is a grate, a circular grate,
I'm not
which
gonna-
was letting water through. You pulled on a chain, and it is now spinning from your perspective this way, extremely fast.
But there was 2 chains.
2 chains.
Can I pull the other chain?
Nothing else happens.
Can I push the first chain?
No, because it goes slack if you try and do that.
And does it stop spinning if I do that?
With a wedge bill in it.
Can we just break the chain?
You can try.
What would that do?
Depends.
Oh, no, I'm stunned. I can't do it.
Yeah, can I use my great axe and attack the chain?
Okay. Yep. Roll to hit.
16?
What'd you get? 16 will hit. Roll damage.
Guys, I think we do actually just break the chain.
The chain's kind of hanging loose out of the wall, just to say.
13 damage.
Cool. Yep. You break the chain on the link you hit it at. The chain is now shorter, and you have a little, probably about a foot of other chain.
Can I break the other
Sure. Roll to hit.
15.
Yes, you hit.
12 damage.
Yep, you break the other chain. You now have 2 separate foot-long sections of chain, and the chains coming out of the wall are both a foot shorter.
Wait, what?
How long are them trying to solve this puzzle until I'm not stunned anymore?
Oh, until they finish. I'll do it until the end of the puzzle.
Unless it's fucking
wait, was
hard.
Yeah.
Well, the chain's not attaching 2 things.
No, they were just coming out of the wall.
So,
Alright, well that was fucking pointless then. I thought
You got some chain now. That's all right.
so the thing is still spinning.
Still spinning.
But we pulled on the chain and it caused the thing to spin.
Mm-hmm.
And so you cut the chain and that didn't make a difference. Did you cut the other chain?
You cut both chains.
it was good. Helped.
Can you wedge your axe in the spinny grate?
No, because I'll probably break it.
You can try.
I'm going to speak as if I am stunned.
How good is your aim?
What, throw you?
Throw me. I can do it, Tusker. I'm 100% sure.
I put my tongue over his mouth.
I've been spending a lot of time with Click Click. I'm basically a bird.
Can I look into the hole in the wall? Is there anything in there? What can I see?
The hole in the wall is pretty much filled by the chain. You can't really see anything in it. It's quite small.
I know what you're thinking. Put Nebo in it.
He wouldn't fit.
You would if we liquefy him.
Your friend has told you to throw him.
I can do it.
Throw him at the grate or throw him at...
Throw me through it.
I'm trying to think what else we can actually do for this.
It would be a great story.
I mean...
Throw me.
I kind of just want to see what happens.
Yes,
Fucking go for it.
I can do it.
I take it the crab's not going to be useful in this one.
Throw the
Yeah,
crab.
it is.
No.
Gonna burn the grate.
Yeah,
You can try.
Melt it.
It's so the crab will let you do like a burst of flame, like a single jet, and then reset it. The grate appears to be made of like some sort of steel. You generally aren't sure if you'd be able to. It would take
Melt
an
it.
extremely long time to be able to melt it because of the fact that it'd be like heat it up for a sec, take it off the heat, heat it up for a sec, take it off the heat.
Yeah.
So the grate? There's water coming underneath the grate.
There was. Now it's kind of spinning and it's kind of like splashing it.
How deep is the water?
Only a few like a small stream.
I
Like
see.
you're essentially standing in it, and it's just like kind of going around your feet. It's essentially the runoff from the stairs.
How fast is it spinning?
Pretty fast.
I was gonna say if I could act, I could like make the water come up and then freeze, but I think it would just shatter it.
But I am not of my mind. I have had too much wine.
Has anybody got any ideas, or do I?
Throw me.
The half-master is saying to throw him, and he outrank you, therefore you have to do what he says. Yes, can you do a ranged attack roll? Adding your strength.
And this is the moment Jacques died.
Strength or athletics?
Strength.
Okay, 17.
17. Cool. You throw him very well. You throw him probably. So what you're essentially trying to do is throw him when there's a gap. And you've kind of managed to do that. Now, Jacques is kind of flailing around trying to make sure we can go through. Can you please give me a
Straight as
dexterity
fucking arrow,
saving
man.
throw with disadvantage, obviously.
Yes.
Bad.
11.
Yeah, not quite.
Wait.
Hold on. 1 second. Cab.
You've already used your inspiration.
No, shit. I have a thing.
What thing?
I'm sure I have a thing. Are we still in the coast?
No, we're in a cave now.
I have a +2 to archery. Or perhaps... I'm not, R11 is not bad. Would you accept a 19?
From what?
Just cause?
No. Do you have anything you can use?
No.
Okay, so as
Can I give my bardic inspiration to someone else?
Nope.
Can you roll your bardic inspiration on your actual throw to make it even
His
better?
throw's already been successful. It's kind of you. As you fly through the air, you have been thrown properly, and you think, "Oh, I should put myself as straight as possible." So you kind of bend your body to try and make it as straight as possible, but in doing so, you kind of put yourself in an L shape. So the top of your body goes through, and then the grate catches your legs, slams you into the roof, and you kind of get trapped between the grate and the roof, which has stopped it spinning.
Gaffer!
You do take 55 points of damage as this happens.
I'm knocked dead. Unconscious.
Okay.
Go through the grate. Just go through
The
it.
grate has now been stopped spinning, and there's a space underneath big enough for someone to
Right,
fit through.
those guys go through. I'm going to charge at this grate
Okay,
and try and break it off its hinges.
Just get through the fucking thing!
cool. Can you give me an athletics check, please? No.
With inspiration.
With inspiration. Okay, yes.
And maybe my bardic inspiration as well.
Right, can everyone else get through before he does this?
Yes,
right?
yes.
Yep.
As that happens, the other side of the grate is a sheer drop.
I'm fine.
Jump it.
Cool.
Oh, you're fucking
I'm flying.
The others slide through.
Oh,
and
great,
they
so it would
go,
have been
"Whoa!"
fucking brilliant if I'd made it to the other side.
You hear a splash into water below.
Okay, right, I'm gonna go for it.
Cool, you gonna go for it?
Okay, so 16, that's gonna be a 21.
Mm-hmm.
So I assume as he does this, I'm going to take more damage, probably a death save auto, because he twats me more into the fucking ceiling.
Yeah, he does.
I'll just take that auto death fail, thank you.
How does it work with my bardic inspiration? Can I...
You can add it on to a d20
yeah,
roll.
but
I do not know. I am unconscious.
But I can't do it like after you tell me what.
No. You have to choose beforehand.
I probably should just do it.
What have you got? What's your roll that you've
21.
rolled? That's fucking sick.
I'm trying to break it off its hinges though. I'm gonna roll it because he might give me more.
Yeah.
So that's another 6. So that's 27.
26.
Cool.
Another 6. Yeah.
Perfect. Can you roll for me
100 d20.
5d10?
Whoa.
Yep.
No, 4d10.
Oh,
Sorry.
I see. This is the damage to break stuff, is it? Oh, so that was just a hit.
That was just a hit, yeah.
Oh, good.
That was to see how well he hits
It's real
it.
good to use your bardic inspiration on the
You
pointless
can't
bit.
use bardic inspiration on damage.
Oh, fair enough.
It's only on d20 rolls.
So 5d10.
He was always going to fucking hit it. It's almost impossible.
See how well he hits it.
Oh my god. 10, 20, 29, 30, 33.
Cool. You smash through this grate. You take half the damage,
Okay.
So, 16.
Yeah.
and Jacques Monnier would also take half the damage,
Which I've taken as
which
a
he's
fail.
taken as a death save.
Okay.
As he is smashed even harder into the wall, probably breaks a rib or two. You smash shoulder first, bonking your head as well into this grate, destroy it off its hinges, and both of you go flying out into the mid-air, and then go
Is there a
into the
moment
water below.
like Looney Tunes where our legs are spinning in the air and then we just fall?
Yeah, sure. Why not? Yeah. Hello again, and welcome back to the middle bit. Once again, it's just me, your boy Henry. The others are still away for now. It'll be just me for a few more weeks. But once again, it's just going to be a quick one. Have a few more things to talk about this time, because I took notes during the week. That's a lie. I took notes over the last sort of hour or so. But I went to see Spider-Man Far From Home. It was very good. I'm going to go hopefully see more movies soon that should also be very good. I highly recommend you go and see it yourself. It's got me back into comics as well. Been reading a bunch of Spider-Man comics. Spider-Man Deadpool, reading that. Avengers, been reading that. I think there's a bunch of Avengers comics I'm reading recently. And James has tried multiple times to get me into DC comics. I might give them a go too. Also been playing some chess recently. I'm bad at it. Trying to get good. But once again, I'm bad at it, and reading up on it doesn't make a lot of sense to me. If anybody has any tips, email in. The others, as I mentioned, they're still away. James is still off in Australia, doing Australian things. I assume surfing and having like a good time with nice weather, although it's actually their winter at the moment. And Connor and Robin are both off doing something. Connor sent us a picture of a litre of Star Up Ramen beer, which made him extremely happy because it's one of his favourite beers. It's also one of my favourite beers. So I'm extremely jealous because I've been stuck here in Scotland where the weather hasn't been terrible. It's been pretty good actually compared to how it normally is, but definitely not as good as any of the others are enjoying. We actually have a very special charity shout out this week, sort of sent in / associated with very own friend of the show, Simone Green at Art and Insanity on Instagram. Always give a big shout out to Simone. But she's been working with a group called Taking Off the Mask. They are essentially a mental health charity. They are trying to end the stigma associated with mental health, as well as they try to give people in crisis or people having a hard time sort of like a safe space to talk, chat, be, and meet like-minded people. Looked it up a bit. So it's founded by a bloke called Adam Parks, and it's helped. A man called Andy Green helps to run it, and they both seem really cool. It's looks like a very very good charity that we're happy to support, and we hope you will help support too. To find out more, go to takingoffthemask.org. Where they also have a merchandise store, which is would obviously be a great way to support them, both through the money that they would make out of that, which will go towards helping people that have mental health issues, as well as it's also got the logo and everything on it, so you can represent and spread the word, because it's just the same as we are. It's a good cause that would be good to get more people to hear and understand about. You can even actually, on the website, because I went and had a good look through all the stuff, you can actually buy a coffee for the CEO and founder Adam on the website, which probably is a good idea, because I'm sure he works very hard. But speaking of merch, we have our own merch store. I would probably recommend, for this week especially, go buy from takingoffthemask.org, because that supports many more people than if you buy ours. But if you like ours, grab some of ours. It's on... what's it on? Oh my god. That's a mind blank. It's on Redbubble. That's the words I'm looking for. It's on Redbubble. I think if you just search Let's Try Roleplay, you'll come up. And we have a bunch of our artwork, not our logo, because Disney tried to sue us. But a bunch of other stuff, beautifully drawn by James, including some Frankies. You may have seen, we recently got him a Frankie clock for his birthday. That is fantastic. It's up in his room. We also have many Somies, as the kids call them nowadays, or just Robin calls them nowadays. Social media, so we have Instagram, which is at Let's Try Roleplay, Twitter at Let's Try Roleplay. Search up Let's Try Roleplay on Facebook, give us a like our photos. We post a fair few. A lot of the stuff we're posting at the moment is actually updates from the other three on their travels and holidays, so look out for that. There've been some lovely photos put up on there. And you can also email us at Let's Try Roleplay on Instagram. We haven't said this in a while, but go give us a 5-star review on iTunes, because that's extremely helpful, and we've read all of them. I actually read them when I'm feeling down sometimes, because it's quite nice. So yeah, don't really have a lot else to say. Message us in, tweet us in, email us in with anything that you want, because we're focusing on mental health as much as none of us are qualified in any way. If you're having troubles with anything, send us in an email and we'll have a chat or something like that. But that's pretty much everything from me. Hope you enjoy the rest of the episode, and goodbye, love you.
Can I now ask, how are we meant to do that?
Basically like that, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was just like, this is going to hurt them, but I want to see how bad it hurts them.
Cool.
If you hadn't pulled the chains, you could have just smashed through it full stop.
Yeah.
But then you pulled the chains, because it's like, they're going to pull the chains. Yeah. It's something that's been used against me before, and it's just like a see how well you can get through it kind of thing.
Yeah. Well, there was absolutely no point in throwing.
None. But it was the second you said it, I was like, please do. You land Tusker, and then swim to the surface. And there you can see flowers, you can see Bill, you can see Aura flying just above you. And just a moment later, after you come back to the surface, the limp body of Jack just kind of belly flops onto the surface and begins to float downwards.
Yeah, go and get it.
Cool, you go and get it, you bring him up to the surface, Flowers comes over, taps him on the forehead, and he gets back.
I think that went pretty well.
That's definitely a story
You
you
get back
can tell.
45 points of HP.
That's sick.
That's really good.
He doesn't have a huge number of spell slots left, but he's using them up.
Using them wisely.
He's using
How
them
much?
wisely.
45.
45.
Wow.
I mean, when you got to bring back your best player.
You I'm glad you are okay. Good job on the stopping the grate.
I just wake up and go,
Did it work?
It did work. We are through and in a big pool of water.
Why are we wet?
You are always
am
wet.
I not stunned anymore?
You're not stunned anymore.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
We all know that once you take something down to 0 HP, then bring it back, it loses all its status effects.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Pokemon style.
Okay.
So we've just gone in this drop. There was a grate. We've done this drop. Is there another door, or is there another?
There is no other door in this. It's essentially like a perfectly circular tube going up and down. But if you look up, you can see a hole at the top, open to the sky.
I should probably go to that hole.
You can do.
I will go to that hole. Or I
You
will go
fly
to
up to the hole, and you are at the apex of the island, the very, very apex.
Apex? Center.
The very, very centre, the very, very top of the island.
Ooh.
Cool. Can you see anything different?
So where we
Essentially
are,
just jungle stretching out in every direction, then reaching to a beach, perfectly white beach around the edge, and then nothing but fog after that.
So we're in this fucking pool.
Yeah.
And there's nothing but this pool and the walls on either side.
Yes.
What is below?
You look below.
Yeah, I can
you
read
can
the
see nothing but going down into the darkness.
Oh, that's unnerving.
Can we get another one of those balls of light?
I can cast one. It has to stay near me, though. Clicks his finger and one appears above his head.
Can you
I
go
really
under
hope that
the
was a
water?
cantrip.
It is a cantrip. Technically, it should be cast on something, but Henry prefers just being a ball of light.
Can he cast it on something?
Yeah.
Does it have to actually stay near him?
No. If you cast it on something, it can go
Can
away.
you cast it on a person?
Yeah, can you cast it on a rock?
No, it has to be an object. You can
Can
cast it on a rock,
thing?
yes.
Can I give him a bit of rock and something? We can just drop it.
I can cast it on this
No,
rock.
no, just give it to Thing and she'll fly down.
In the water.
I can't fly in
She
the
can't fly
Water.
down in the water.
Was it water?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, we're floating in water. No, just drop it in the water and then just let it sink and see where the light goes.
Cool.
It illuminates a fucking
Kraken
kraken.
eye.
Yeah.
Hello.
We just see eyes.
You drop, so you cast it and it's like, give me the rock. Boop, boop. Well, he goes, give me the rock. Boop. Boop is the magical word that you use in my native homeland of
Fandalin.
Fan. No. We've already confirmed Fanlin isn't a place in Formsford. I think we did, yeah. In my native hometown, we use the word boop when we cast a cantrip on a rock.
Cool.
He drops it. I will now drop it into the water. Drops it, and it begins to drop down. And it drops maybe 100 foot below, and then reaches a flat surface below, kind of like flat rock.
Flat surface opens into an eye. What is it? So... And
Just
then-
kind of
can
reaches
you-
the bottom.
Can we see walls? Like the walls? that
Yes,
they-
you can see the walls around it, and there does appear to be a tunnel from there.
Oh, can you shape water? I don't know how much water you can shape.
5 foot.
5 foot cube.
Yeah. Can I swim down to it? I can breathe underwater.
Yeah, you can. Yeah.
I swim down to it.
You swim down to it, and there's a tunnel going off into the distance.
I swim back up to those guys.
There is a tunnel over this way. I will scout ahead and report back.
Yes, that would be. I cannot.
I swim
breathe
underwater.
Underwater.
Can
Pick
I
up the
come
stone
down as
And
well?
then swim along the...
Cool. Yeah, you can
Way.
do that. The stone's going to last a while, so yeah, you can swim along the way. It's essentially like a fairly straight tunnel. Can you give me a nature check?
Still got fucking advantage. Nature. 3.
There appears to be water in here.
I appear to be wet.
That's
wet.
pretty.
Wet. I'm always wet.
That's pretty much the extent of what you think.
Can
Yeah.
I go down and follow? I was going to try and follow him.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, cool. Yep, sure. Can you give me a nature check?
Oh, better.
18.
That is a 24.
Yep.
Why have I got thing in nature?
You are fairly sure that this is an old lava tunnel. You think this island might be volcanic originally, and then these tunnels are filled with water at some point, and this is sort of like an old lava tube.
So all volcanoes have like a big magma core bit in the middle, like a big shell, like a big
A
middle
magma
chamber.
nutsack.
Is that where the Kraken's living?
Potentially.
How do we get there? How do we get non-breathy girl?
You could put your trunk in her mouth. And she could bring you that, breathe you like a snorkel.
Sorry.
I put my trunk in your mouth and you breathe me like a snorkel.
And that is how she died.
That is the worst child line I think someone could ever say. Can I put my trunk on you like a snorkel?
I want to put my trunk in your mouth and breathe you like a snorkel. How does that sound, baby?
Do you want to get out of here?
Does that not sound
Do you want to get out of here and do some quote-unquote scuba diving?
Is that moist? No, that's bad. That's not so bad.
How the fuck do we get these fucks breathing down here?
Well, let's keep going.
Okay.
Yeah, we might as well.
How long? We'll keep going to the point to try and find if it goes anywhere. If it doesn't go anywhere near, then there's just no point. How far along have we gone?
Probably about like 150 feet.
Right. Let's go another 300 feet, and then turn back.
About 250 feet along, it begins to turn downwards.
I'm actually pretty sure I can speak underwater as well.
You can, but he can't understand. You can probably only speak Aquan underwater. Because it's a language natively spoken underwater.
True.
It's like...
Yeah.
we go for a bit longer?
How far, so we go 300
It
feet.
starts to go directly downwards.
Directly downwards.
Yeah, it begins to curve slowly and then goes downwards. Yeah, you still have the stone on
Drop
you.
the stone.
Drop the stone.
Drop the stone.
That's a bad move. That's how I really like it.
The stone drops downwards, leaving you in total darkness. Begins to drop downwards, and disappears into the darkness.
Oh, yeah, shit.
Disappears.
Yeah.
That's a pretty far down.
You reckon it's at least 200 to 300 feet directly downwards.
Right, we go down 300 feet downwards.
Cool. In complete darkness.
I know which way is down.
Yeah.
Spit floats.
Can you both give me a perception check?
I would like to, but I'm not going to go down yet.
And they never returned.
Oh, that was good. 24.
I'll just
11.
I think I'll just leave them. I'll be like, I'm going back to the boat. I can fly away. Like,
As you are going downwards, Jacques Monnier, you are just swimming pretty quickly, and you don't notice that you're starting to leave your friend behind, your friend Tusker behind. And as you swim further and further and further, you eventually bump into something, something pretty hard, and you kind of put your hands out and tap on it. And exactly where you're tapping, a small eye about the size of my fist opens, and a claw goes to grab you.
I stab it real good in the eye.
Can you and Tusker both roll me an initiative, please?
Shit!
300 feet away.
No, not quite. You're like 30 feet up. He swims a bit ahead.
In the darkness, is this cat as blinded?
Yes.
Okay, I'm just going to put that stats effect on just so I know what
Unless
it
you
is.
have dark vision.
I do not.
Do you have dark vision, Tusker?
Shit, I could have taken it as a spell. I thought, when is that going to come in helpful?
just like to say, as this is happening, I assume me, Flowers, and Bill.
Just kind of chilling.
I'm sure Flowers is probably regaling us with some stories, and then I regale stories of my youth.
He's
and
just
my
kind of there, and
childhoods.
he goes like, I wonder how they are doing. Hopefully they have not encountered any large lobster creatures.
Okay.
It's more me and Bill just having like a conversation the whole time. I'm like, oh, how you doing?
So
"Oh, not
just
so bad."
to give you this reminder, when blinded, we automatically fail any ability checks that require our sight. Attack rolls against us have advantage.
Yes.
And creatures with attack roll, our attack rolls have disadvantage.
Yes.
But I would say because I'm currently touching it, that this
I'd
attack
let you-
that I'm
yeah.
going to make would have normal.
Yeah, cool. I'll let you get a surprise round as well, because of the fact that you immediately would kind of go,
I
stab.
stab it
Yes.
real good.
So, can you...
I've got something cool. I've got an incredible sense of smell, and I've got something I can gain advantage on checks that require smell, but could I somehow use that to...
The issue is you're underwater.
And there is
yeah,
no...
there's no smell in it.
Yeah, there's
Our
no rules.
light didn't get lodged in the lobster.
Nope.
Shit.
Right.
And that's just gone.
Oh, I can arrange
Seemingly,
free
yeah.
passage on a ship for your party.
Ah, that'll come really handy later on.
Fighting this lobster.
Hello, lobster. Can you take us, please? It's like, yes, I
Take
understand.
us to the Kraken with light and air, please.
What would happen if I used water walk now?
You go whoop, straight upwards and hit the roof. It'd be the equivalent of falling that distance.
Genuinely not a bad idea.
It would be the equivalent of falling that distance.
Oh, do you know what I just realised? I know how we could have got her down here. Although it would have been bad because it wouldn't have lasted long enough. I could just water shaped a hole of air around a 5
You
foot.
can do that, yeah.
And then she would just slowly have breathed it.
Until she died during this combat.
We'll use D&D rules that she can survive a little bit.
Until I lost concentration.
Which
and
will
she
be when
died.
you get hit, probably.
Yeah, let's not do that.
Actually, it doesn't say concentration on it.
Just
Cool. Can you roll initiative for me?
gonna,
I mean, yeah, might as well. Doesn't do anything.
just gonna prune my
Oh,
feathers.
and yeah, there
while
goes.
this is going on. Just gonna make sure I'm looking good.
And you're sure it's too wet down here for our torch? Check it in the rules.
In your head, you hear Professor Oak go, "This is not the time nor the place for that.
Can't ride your bicycle here.
You can't ride your bicycle here."
James, genuinely, can you shape water around a torch?
He can. He could do. Yeah.
This is not a bad idea. I have a bag of 1,000 ball bearings.
The fucking look you gave me as you said that. It was the kind of look where it's just like, I have a genius idea. I have a bag. Henry's going to tell me what I can do with it.
I like the idea that after the slip on the stairs and then the great incident.
Jacques Moiner is now permanently
I
brain
just love the idea of
damaged.
you know how people in the cinema sitting like throwing popcorn at the back of someone's head. It's just you doing that to this lobster with some ball bearings.
Pull the whole bag.
So what did you all get for initiative?
I got a natural 20,
Nice.
Ah, shit,
which
man.
goes down to 18.
Cool.
My bedroll is totally wet.
What did you... It is, yes. It would be anyway, because you normally sleep on it.
Oh, yeah.
It'd always be a bit damp.
Ew.
What did Jacques Monnier get in his initiative?
11. Wow, a lot of 11s today.
I'm gonna talk to my crab.
At the end of every round, we'll do a scene of what's happening. So, Jacques Monnier, you get a surprise round.
I do thank you, s'il vous plaît. I stab him in the eye
Cool.
with my shot so out. I hiccuped.
Underwater hiccup.
A little bit of air.
I'm drowning. I cannot drown. It's okay. Okay.
Cool. Roll to hit with advantage.
Okay, 1 second. I never thought I would use the short sword, so I never put them on.
Oh yeah, you can't use ranged attacks underwater, by the way.
Ah, shit. My pistol is wet. Fuck.
You could use shape water to dry
So
it out.
I can't shoot my bow.
No.
What if I shape a 5-foot tunnel of water
It will go really quick through that 5 foot, but
into
then
its face?
potential. But you'd have a disadvantage because you'd be doing a ranged
Real-
attack right next to it.
Real good aim.
And
Could
do you
be
need
5 foot
concentration?
away. No.
Do you need concentration?
Apparently not.
I don't know. Look, I'm going to do the torch thing, so...
What?
I'm waiting for you to tell me what you're doing on your fucking attack.
I may have had one too many.
Not like I really want James to never talk in any voice but this. I fucking love it. It's so good.
This was my short sword, yes?
Yes.
Okay. What? Oh, this is not bad. A 19
That will hit
in the eye.
in the eye.
In the eye.
You have advantage as well.
Oh, s'il vous plaît. 21.
21 will definitely hit.
21.
Okay, so that's a d6. 5 damage.
Cool.
To the eye.
Highs or lows?
Lows.
You're in luck. The creature is also blinded.
We have one.
No, just all of you have disadvantage.
You
all
have
the time.
leveled the playing field.
Well, to be fair, because I'm completely pitch black.
I have hit something soft.
Yes, which brings it to Tusker's turn.
I'm 30 feet away.
Yes, you can swim 30 feet, I believe. You have a swimming speed.
Can you hear underwater, right? Like a...
He has big enough ears.
So you probably hear...
Oh my god, I'm gonna go down.
How much damage did you do again?
5.
5. Yeah, I rolled minimum damage, unfortunately.
This is fucking ridiculous.
I'm not
Why
built-
did I follow you?
Because my charisma is not shit.
I honestly am so tempted to just leave you and go back.
Don't leave me. You cannot find your way back.
Yeah, well, the whole point is that I'm currently standing in the tunnel.
You're in the tunnel?
I'm still in the tunnel at the moment and can find my way back. If I leave this,
no.
I can't get back.
S'il vous plaît. No, I have a torch.
I'm gonna stay.
What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna...
Can we hear the words mumbling through the water?
I'm winning!
Yes, you can. You know enough Aquan that you understand that he says, I'm winning in Aquan.
Which, to be fair, from my character, means nothing.
I'm gonna stay where I am when I still have an escape route.
You're just gonna wait.
Is it my turn?
No, it's the baby Chul's turn.
This does not sound
It's
so
just a baby. It is going to try and snip at you with both of its pincers. It's going to have disadvantage for both of them. The first one will be a 10 to hit,
No!
and the second
Wait, it had advantage, yes?
disadvantage
No, it has it. Oh!
because it's also blinded.
so
So it
blinded.
makes it equal. So I'll re-roll that because
No, you already rolled it.
no, that would be a 21 to hit.
Wait, would it be equal?
Yeah, because it would have disadvantage to hit you,
Right, it has
but it
advantage
would have advantage to hit you.
But a normal creature has advantage against me.
Yes,
But
but
we're both blind, so it's just flailing. So we
it's
both
just
have disadvantage.
no, neither of you have disadvantage
This is so confusing.
because you both have disadvantage to hit
I think
other
the miss should
creatures.
stand though, because you'd already rolled it.
All right, the first one will miss, the second one will hit. Then
Okay, I'll take
Yeah,
this.
that's fair.
nah, fair. Yeah, that one will be
So deep
7
in this
damage
character.
of the bludgeoning variety,
Ah, shit.
and you are grappled,
Oh no,
so you cannot escape.
this can help me. I know where it is to attack.
You do.
Ah.
Advantage.
Ooh.
That would give me advantage, would it not?
But it also knows where I
It
am.
wouldn't. It would give.
No.
It does not make a difference to that. It's just you can't escape. Your speed is 0,
I see.
and it was already halved. So.
I'm on the other
Now it's your turn.
Okay.
Okay. I can't. Just want to waste my. Okay, I'm going to use shape water to make a 5-foot sort of square that I'm in of water. So I just push it out.
What fills the gap though?
Well, nothing. It doesn't matter. Vacuum.
Vacuum. Cool.
Can you? I mean, I know you can breathe in air. I know you can breathe in
So you
water.
can't breathe in that. You can breathe in the water though.
I super shape the water to split it from its oxygen
And
molecules.
there's no fucking air in it for the fire to work either.
Yeah, there's no
It's a
air in that for the
vacuum.
fire to work either.
Hold on 1 second, let me think about something.
You would make a perfect vacuum.
No!
You would.
No!
Yeah.
What if I do one real good fart?
Roll to fire and see if you can light it.
No!
I just don't know what to do with that. Highs or lows?
What?
Highs or lows?
Lows.
But surely you're gonna have in a
Alright, yeah, sure.
There's air.
interface between.
There's air.
There's air, we don't want to
It's
over-
D&D, it's magic, yes,
Yeah,
there's
sure,
air.
sure. There's, I
Yeah.
have shaped air.
Fucking hell.
I have held my breath for a real long time from top, and I go...
Sure.
And I don't need to. My mouth doesn't need to be in it.
No.
It's just mostly for the torch.
Yeah.
I realise that there'll be a limit.
You will now need to light the torch.
We could roll like a d6. How many rounds of torch I have?
Okay, yeah, sure. You'd need to light the torch, this will be your full turn.
Yeah, no, I realise, and then I'll light the torch.
You will get 5 rounds of torch.
5 rounds of torch.
What do I see?
You see essentially a oversized lobster.
Oh, I will serve you with what one?
Looks kinda like this boy.
Oh, I have seen them before.
He's about the size of a dog. Ibethane has fought an adult one of these before.
Yes, in the Underdark.
In the Underdark.
Oh, I
Oh, I
don't
can't
know.
recognize the name.
Fuck.
This is just a baby one though.
Oh.
He's a small one. Still
me.
about the size of a dog, but he's a small one.
Is there anything else around?
Nope,
like-
just in sort
And
of a
he
tunnel.
can fucking see it now, right?
He can see it now,
Thank
yeah.
you. And it's blinded by its blindness, not the darkness.
Yes.
So we now have advantage against it.
Yeah.
Help me.
Yeah. I'll
Cool.
come down.
This now brings it to Tusker's turn. Cool. So it's 30 feet down.
Yeah, cool. I go down and I take two attacks against it.
Yes.
With advantage.
Yeah, with advantage.
Yep, so one of them will hit. Because that one is a 19.
Cool. And your other attack?
Is a 16.
Yep, we'll hit.
Cool.
Nice.
Where's my...
Nice.
Is a... So 9, 10, 13, 14.
14 points of damage.
14 points of damage.
Very nice. You bring your great axe down. It's a bit difficult to do it down because you're underwater, but you're an underwater creature-ish.
Yeah.
So you manage to make a big dent in its chitinous armor, and sort of a greenish blood begins to seep out.
I do not know.
No, it's not.
I find it funny. A classic underwater creature from the plains of Africa.
What?
That's where elephants live.
Oh, yeah, true.
And my breathing underwater is because I'm a storm herald.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Okay, so
Not
it's
because I'm an
nothing to do with
elephant.
your fucking elephant. I thought
Thailand
it was.
as well. You get Indian elephants and Thailand elephants.
Ah,
Elephants are very good at swimming.
that is true. Thailand is classically underwater. The Atlantis of the real world.
Yeah, the only place, one of the places I've seen elephants is in Nepal, which is famously quite a long way above the water.
They can snorkel.
Well, at least a little bit above the water.
I've clearly missed what the joke was. Because I just kind of jumped in when you said African elephants, and I was like, no, you get elephants in other places.
Just to catch you up, we have made a grave mistake and are
Those
fighting a lobster.
Fantastic Atlantean elephants.
Yes, how
so-
are they getting on up there?
Above the water, what you doing?
I mean, I'd like to imagine that I'm just sitting chatting to the crab. Being like,
Cool.
"No,
You're kind of flying, chatting to the crab
when
then.
when I was younger, I met this lovely dragonborn man. And
I too have met a dragonborn.
Oh, good lord, he's still here. And I was
You're just
well,
treading water.
Yeah.
he was so,
No, he's like starfish floating with his head above the water.
he was a lovely man, and unfortunately, just it couldn't work between us. He was dragonborn, and well, I was Aarakocra, and I decided I could run away.
Scales and feathers do not mix.
Oh, but that's what they all think, young man. But you see, true love could prevail. But
I
it
saw a
wasn't.
play about this too. It was called Romeo and Juliet.
But it wasn't true love. I just thought he was attractive, but he was more into me than what I was expecting.
I thought you were going to say, like, that's what they all say, but the sex was amazing.
I have also seen a play about that. It was in the adult theatre.
Oh,
God.
It was very sad. Unfortunately, he dies very young. And
What did he die of?
Oh, just he fought another dragonborn. And just
Was it for your hand in marriage?
no, it wasn't. It was just I don't actually remember. I think it was just a dispute about something. I don't really know.
That is
Was he even
a shame.
dragonborn? I don't know.
Was he dragonborn?
I can't remember.
Maybe he just had very scaly skin.
I can't remember why I can speak Draconic. I thought it was because I met a dragonborn.
Maybe it was a dragon.
Oh, it could have been. I mean, I've met one of
You
those.
crazy woman.
I think I have met a dragon. At
You
some
shagged a
point.
dragon.
Anyway, back below the water. Yeah, it is now the Chul's turn. I'm going to need to make Jack take a Constitution saving throw, please.
Oh no. Advantage or disadvantage?
Normal.
I will take it.
I don't think you can do advantages and stuff with saving throws.
You can.
Can you?
A constitution, you say?
Yes.
18.
You are fine. The tentacles at the front of his mouth try and stab into you, and they inject poison into you, but you manage to resist.
I'm resistant to poison.
Ah, even better. You would have advantage on that then.
It was worse.
But yep, you manage to resist the poison that it tries to inject into you. It is now going to, with its other pincer, try and grab hold of Tusker's leg.
With disadvantage.
Yes. That's a 4 and a 2. So it misses.
It misses.
It's kind of just flailing around, which brings it to Jacques Monnier's turn.
Okay. I know create and destroy water. Can I destroy the water in its brain?
No, you can't.
Just destroy the water in its body.
Sake. That's like the most OP spell in the world if you could.
Do you know what would have been useful for Ormsford for you guys? So monks,
Wait.
can. Where did it go? Shit. Oh, you can use a reaction to reduce fall damage by 5 times your monk level.
Yeah.
That wouldn't have helped, to be honest.
Oh fuck.
They fell like a couple 100 feet. Every 10 feet is a d6.
Okay, I have one question.
Yes.
Can you cast Water Walk on an unwilling creature? I have looked up the rules and it would go up at 60 feet per second.
Yes. You would be dragged with it.
I am okay with this for now.
Okay.
It would take 4 damage and I would not.
You would.
No, I would not. I would be dragged below it slightly and I would not hit the ceiling.
You'd hit it.
Willing-
I'd let you take less damage, but you still take some.
It's like you falling. It's like you falling off a cliff and
But if
putting
it's
a
if it's 60
human
feet-
shield in front
60
of
foot
you.
per second, I might have a chance to be able to break out before it hits the ceiling.
60 feet per second, it's 30, 40 feet to the ceiling. So it'd
Oh,
fall
no,
in 1
that's-
second, so it'd fall in less than a round.
It says specifically willing creatures. Up to 10 willing creatures.
I'd let you do it as a contested. What's your spellcasting ability?
It is wisdom.
I'd let you do it as a contested wisdom check.
Against my DC.
No, like you roll a wisdom check and it rolls a wisdom check.
I will
Pretty
roll.
sure we're almost we can almost.
Can I do
kill
spell
it
attack
anyway.
modifier then?
Yeah, you can add your spell attack modifier.
22.
Yep, it rolled pretty high as well, but that's more than it because it rolled a 19, but has no bonuses.
Okay, we float up real quick.
Yep, you slam into the ceiling. You're going to take half damage. It's 40 feet, so that's 4d6. You're going to take 2d6.
That's right.
Oh wow.
You take 9. It takes 19 points of damage, and it splats on the ceiling.
That was not a bad move.
It worked quite well. Yep.
I take 9,
You take 9.
not 19.
It goes and kind of like it's still affecting its dead remains, so its dead remains kind of splat flat on the ceiling.
Okay, I dispel.
You dispel, they kind of float down onto you, and you breathe some in.
Do we go and find this fucking rock, or do we?
Dispel? No, I think I'm done underwater.
I take one of his claws, and then whilst we've still got the torch, swim our way back out.
Okay, cool. You have the torch for like another
If it goes out, then we just
20
try and relight it as
to
much as
30
we can.
seconds or something like that.
We'll just have
but
to keep doing.
I
Well,
think
once we're in the tunnel, we can just make our way back out.
you very quickly go back to the tunnel, and then you can just go forward until eventually you reach an open area, and above you is a
Robin is miming knitting.
yeah. I know.
Crochet a cardigan for the crab.
With some wet wool.
It takes you about like another minute. It takes you about a minute to get back to the point where you know you're in the.
Okay. As
And
we
by
get
which
back up to
time
the
you
top-
have crocheted a decent sweater for the crab. What's it look like?
See, it's a white ceramic crab.
Yeah.
I quite like the idea of just like a bright yellow jumper.
It's
for-
white.
Bright yellow jumper with like, just like wee cute sort of like multicolored buttons down the middle. Just
Okay,
give it a bit
yeah.
of colour, and it's
Where are
like
the buttons coming from?
I've got a
She's got a
satchel
bag.
full of
She's
stuff.
old. She has a sewing kit.
I've got a sewing kit. I can fucking shit out these jumpers like no one's business. I can make.
I have been called.
She
this
uses
whole
a feather
time.
as the knitting needles.
Yeah, so yeah, I crochet my crab wee jumper
That's
and I'm
it.
putting it on as they're coming back up.
Yep.
Squeeze
I like to
it
think you
back.
crochet it like on it,
Yeah.
so you can't take it off.
to
It's
it.
just permanently on.
And then I'm gonna put a wee hat on it as well.
Okay.
how long
You're
have we-
midway through doing the hat when they pop
How long
back
have
up.
we been gone for?
10 minutes or so.
Okay, I poke my head back up and just go, and then lift the claw thing up and go,
Dinner?
We killed the kraken.
I am well aware that you did not kill the kraken, but that is a good joke. You are promoted. You are now quartermaster.
What?
Worth it.
You are now head of comedy.
You are also court jester.